All right, hockey fans. So, Game 3 Western Conference Finals. Vegas Knights versus the Dallas Stars. Now, I normally would have no big I won't have a dog in this fight normally. You know what I mean? I kind of am interested in the storyline of the possibility of my Panthers versus Vegas because of Marchessault and Smith and all of that. However, with the success of my Florida Panthers tonight, and maybe even on the night after tonight, I'm kind of rooting for the Dallas Stars. Now, it has nothing to do with the hockey of it. My youngest son, Matthias, is flying in on the 30th, and he's going to be here for a month. Now, if the Panthers finish the series tomorrow, I'm not going to say the word, but if they do win tomorrow's game, if Vegas doesn't lose a game, it would actually be most likely that that the Stanley Cup Finals could start before he gets here, or maybe even the day he gets here. So go Dallas, go! Plus, we all want to see a good series, right? These two teams are evenly matched. I'd like to see what the hell can these goalies do, right? I wonder, I was thinking about this earlier. I wonder if the goalies are looking at what Bubba is doing. Bubba? For those of you who don't know, Bubba is Bob. I'm wondering if these guys are looking at what Bubba is doing and going, man, I can do that. I can do it. Put me in, coach, right? Now, Ottinger's been good, obviously, but it hasn't led to wins. And Hill has been an unknown quantity, but in terms of postseason play, but he's done the job so far. So I'm interested to see if either one of these guys picks up their game. If Dallas is going to get back into this series, Ottinger's going to have to turn it up. Not that he's been bad, but obviously the last series they got away with giving up a lot of goals against Seattle. It doesn't seem to be the case here against Vegas. So hoping for a good game. Regulation, right? Let's just have a nice, easy game. Take this thing to 6 or maybe 7 game series so that Matthias has plenty of time to fly in. I know some of you are going to say don't get ahead of yourself. I'm not. Once you get to 3-0, you can talk about it, because the theory being if we win the next game, right? Any other time in this series, if you win the next game, it doesn't do anything. You still have to continue playing. But if we win the next game, then we will be sitting and waiting for the winner of this series. So I'd still rather it be Dallas, because people keep asking me. I'd still rather it be Vegas because of Marchessault and Smith. And if Dallas does come back and win this series, it most likely means Ottinger's got hot. I'm not interested in facing a hot goalie. All right, let's see how this goes. So, 3-0 Vegas after 1. Now, like I said, I don't have a huge dog in this fight, although I was kind of hoping my son could be here for the full Stanley Cup Finals. Not over yet, but I'm flabbergasted by Jamie Benn and what happened. I've seen some stupid things, right? I'm 51 years old. I've seen people, people in sports do stupid things. I've seen them do dangerous things. I don't think I've quite seen the combination of stupid and dangerous combined with it being in a playoff moment of this caliber. I don't think I've seen ever anything that objectively just insane. And that might be an insult to somebody who's insane. What in the hell is he thinking? I mean, Stone is not just on the ground, but he's putting his arm up to protect himself, and Ben cross-checks him hard to the neck. I mean, you could kill a man doing that. And that's not, I'm not even being hyperbolic. I mean, you could put a man out. I mean, I don't understand. Is one thing losing control of yourself and slashing somebody or having a fight, but to cross-check somebody to the neck while they're on the ice down, I'm speechless. And I'm not a squeamish guy, okay? I'm a guy that likes old-time, hard-hitting, physical hockey, right? I mean, but that was the craziest thing I've ever seen somebody do on purpose. And it's early in the game. It's 1-0. You're at home. You're down 2-0 in the series, but you win a game. The series is right back to being anybody's ball game. You're the captain of the team, and crazy. And then, of course, Ottinger just absolutely, to say he shits the bed is an understatement. I mean, the third goal was a nice shot, right? Short side, up above. That's hard to stop. But he wasn't stopping anything tonight. 3 goals on 8 shots. So Wedgwood comes in, and the bleeding stopped. I mean, Dallas had a couple of chances. They've hit the post a couple of times. So maybe they're going to get a goal and try to make a game out of this. I don't know. I mean, Vegas, I'm not saying anything bad about Vegas, but it's not like they're doing anything obscenely special to win this game. It's just Dallas is just like imploding right before our eyes. And also Donoff is hurt and out as well. So it's gone from bad to worse for Dallas. Be a miracle if they win this game, and at that point, I mean, maybe they can win game 4. I don't know. I mean, whatever it is, it's 3-0 now. Move on to the second period, see how this goes. So it's 4-0 Vegas after 2. This is one of the biggest meltdowns collectively I've seen in quite some time. So it was already 3-0. You already know Jamie Benn just decided to eliminate himself from the game. Then Donoff is hurt. He's out for the game. Ottinger looked like crap. You get it to 3-0. You start the second period. You think, okay, maybe, but no, maybe. Dallas is just taking penalty after penalty after penalty. Domi just took 2. Okay? He cross-checks Haig, who's about 2 feet taller than him. Then he goes after him. Haig is standing there laughing at him. The fans are throwing stuff on the ice. They ended the period early, like 22 seconds left in the period. They'll add it to the start of the third period. And the only thing left to happen is DeBoer to somehow do something to get ejected. This is the biggest collective meltdown in a playoff game at home. At home, the team just looks like I've not seen a hockey team come out and play a playoff game this dead, this out of sorts. I don't know if I would say ever, but I can't remember the last time I saw a team look this bad, this disorganized and disheveled and just out of it in a playoff game. At home, no less. With a chance, they still had a chance when this game started to make it a series. And now the odds are, you know what I'm hoping for with my Panthers, right? You win a game, that's the end of the series. I would be shocked from what I'm seeing tonight. Can Dallas collect themselves and win game 4? Can they avoid it? You know what I mean? This is getting crazy, man. I did not expect this, and what my chat and what Kyle was talking about is I think the Kraken would have put up a lot better of a fight than what Dallas is putting up. I don't know why they've come out tonight and just decided to self-destruct, but they have. All right, third period should be interesting. I don't know. We're either going to get absolutely boring nothingness, or if Dallas continues down this road, you might see them. I mean, Jamie Benn already cross-checked Stone to the neck while he's on the ground. So who the hell knows what they might do at this point. Let's finish this up, though. Alright, so 4-0 final. I will make this post-game quick because I can't think of anything that happened in that third period. The only thing that happened was the shutout, and it's interesting because at the beginning of the pregame, obviously I talked about, I wonder if one of these goalies was going to look at what Bob was doing and say, hey, basically hold my beer. And not that Aiden Hill had to play all that great, but a shutout is a shutout is a shutout, especially in the Western Conference Finals. So congratulations to him. At the end, the best thing that happened in that period was after the whistle blew, after the horn blew, and they showed two Vegas fans standing in a sea of nothingness because the Dallas fans had mostly left, and they were just clapping, and the looks on their faces were kind of like, are we going to get a guy out of here alive tonight? That was... Look, I'm not taking anything away from Vegas, okay? But it's not like Vegas did anything special. They scored a minute and 11 in. Ben did what he did. It was 2-0, 3-0. And Dallas just absolutely, I've never seen a team not show up in a playoff game like that. I mean, you see, blowouts, right? But it was a blowout 5-6 minutes in, and Dallas just never even put up a whimper of a fight. They just never even showed up. It was crazy. So, I don't know. The only thing that I can think of, number one, Jamie Benn's definitely got to get suspended, right? 2 or 3 games. I mean, they've played 3. It wouldn't surprise me to see him get 4. That might sound extreme, but they might give him 4 just in case. To keep him out the rest of the series. That was bad what he did. It's got to be at least 2. And I'm not a squeamish guy. I'm not a guy that likes to see players get suspended. But that was Cocoa Puffs. Okay, that was just crazy. So he's got at least 2. At least 2. So the only thing I can think is that if Dallas is so embarrassed by this effort today, that they somehow come out and pull 3 rabbits out of their ass and win Game 4. I mean, that was bad. That was bad. It'll be interesting to see. I feel bad for the Dallas fans. Western Conference Finals, you spend all that money, you're there, the place was packed. $1.11 in, it's 1-0. And before they can even kind of wrap their head around what was happening, it was 2 and then 3-0, and that was it. It's not like Dallas came back and made it 3-1. It's like, okay, we got a game. They just quit. They just quit. And I mean, Vegas, give them credit. They shut it down. They played well, but it's not even like really Dallas tried to get real physical or take chances. I mean, they just quit. I don't know how else to say. All right. Stu and I be back in the morning. Appreciate lots of new members for I have a Monday through Friday podcast. I should say Stu and I will not be back in the morning. That is what I say after Panther games. So no, take that back, rewind it, not editing it out. The podcast will be back tomorrow. I have a members only, YouTube members, Patreon supporters, $3 a month. Links are in the description. It's a Monday through Friday podcast. 45 minutes to an hour long, and then once hockey season is over, it's actually going to be doubling in length, so I can do football and hockey, but I don't want to take anything away from the hockey, so that's why the podcast will be more like 90 minutes. And then tomorrow, what goes on tomorrow night? Anybody got any plans tomorrow night? Anybody at all? When the Panthers win tomorrow, I'm not going to say the other word. When the Panthers win tomorrow, the live stream, we normally live stream the game. We usually do a post game of about a half hour to maybe an hour. That might be longer. Might be a little bit of a celebration tomorrow after the game during the stream. We'll probably have some guests on. So I don't know what time any of us are getting to bed tomorrow night. Or I should probably say Thursday morning. Okay? Just putting the juju out there. Not taking it for granted. But it's one game. So it's not looking ahead anymore, people. You can say, let's win and finish it tomorrow, right? Dallas fans, genuinely though, if there's any of you that come along in this video, I feel bad for you. I don't know. That was the worst performance by a hockey team in this space at home. I can't remember seeing a worse performance in this in a long, long time. All right. I'll see you again tomorrow.